Hello, welcome back. In this session, we are going to see what is table type and how it is going to be useful, especially in stored procedure. So this is the basic syntax of table type creation. Create type and then give the type name as table is a keyword, and then define all the columns which you want to be in the table type. So let's take this example and we'll create. So I'm going to use tab underscore type. You can give any name, and here in the column list I'll mention simple one or two columns: id integer, name varchar of 10. Okay, so if I run this statement, it's going to create a table type. So it's successfully executed, and table types are under procedure under table types. So if you expand table type, here you can see tab underscore type is a table type. If you double click this, you can see the type as table type here, and we have two columns: id, name, integer, varchar. And it's not related to any table, and if you do a select star from this table type, you're not going to see any data. It's a simple structure: select star from. If you run, feature not supported, cannot select user defined type. So this is just a table type which is a simple structure, and you cannot use it in select statement. But this is holding the values of two columns, id and name, with the data types. And if you want to drop a table type, drop type and then mention the table type. Simple. Okay, so let's see what is the use of table type. So in our earlier lesson, I think 2 lessons earlier, we created this procedure: create procedure filter underscore books with input parameter as category and output parameter as a result of table type, and we have defined 3 columns. So instead of that, we can create a table type, create type. So I'll mention part underscore book as table, and I'll make these 3 columns. Okay, anyway, we need this also. Okay, so I'm creating a table type. Table type name is part underscore book with 3 columns: book id, category, MRP, with relevant data types. Okay, now I executed and this table type is created. So let's refresh this. Okay, part underscore book is created, and we have 3 columns of type table type in T4H schema. Okay, now I can use this part underscore book here. Instead of mentioning the table with all these 3 columns, so I can mention result of type part book, and the rest of the values are same. So I'll make this part underscore books. Okay, let's create this procedure. So procedure created successfully, and refresh. We have part underscore books. So let me remove this. Let me call the procedure, and input parameter, I need to give some value, right? So based on input parameter, it will decide which category need to be filtered. Okay, let me use P. Okay, I need to put in single quotes. comma output parameter is going to question mark. So if I run this, I got the PDF category. So the functionality wise, this procedure, no change in the procedure. The only thing is, instead of defining the table locally, I use a table type here. So that's the only difference between the previous stored procedure and this procedure. The advantage of this is no need to maintain all these details within the procedure, like the table details in the procedure. So, but there is a disadvantage. So it's not a big disadvantage. You need to maintain the life cycle of this table type. That means when you are moving this stored procedure from development system to quality, you need to make sure that table type already exists in the quality system. So you have to move the table type to the quality system, then move the procedure to the next system, quality or production, so that this procedure will not break. And you can reuse this table type in any other procedure which is going to get the same type of result. So table type is reusable. The only thing is you need to manage the life cycle of that table type. And if you are not using table type, then you need to mention the table fields here. So no need of making sure the table type life cycle. So it's locally. So when you move this procedure, that's it. It's going to work in any system. Only if you want to reuse it, then you need to define a table type. So nothing much about this table type to explain. So if you want to make it in procedure independent, define the table type in the signature of this procedure locally. Otherwise, use a table type and you can reuse the table type in any other procedure. Okay, so that's all about this table type. See you in the next session. Until then, happy learning. Bye.